Diddy reportedly got into a fight with another inmate, got thrown in solitary confinement, and then, days later, his release date moved up. Not back. Up, he's getting out earlier. And the internet lost it because on the surface, that reads like the federal prison system rewarding a guy for throwing hands. It didn't. The real explanation is way less dramatic and way more interesting, so let me actually break this one down properly. First, the facts, because a lot of people still have this wrong. In July 2025, a jury convicted Sean Combs on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. And this next part matters. He was acquitted of racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking. Those were the charges that could have put him away for life, and the jury said no. In October 2025, Judge Arun Subramanian sentenced him to 50 months, a little over 4 years, plus a $500,000 fine and 5 years of supervised release. He'd already been locked up since September 2024, so roughly 14 months counted as time served. He's been at FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey ever since. Now the fight. In late July 2026, multiple outlets reported that Combs was involved in an altercation with a fellow inmate at Fort Dix, that staff had to break it up, and that he was placed in solitary confinement afterward. And here's the honest caveat. The Bureau of Prisons will not confirm any of it. Their spokesperson told ABC News they don't comment on conditions of confinement, disciplinary matters, or information about individual inmates, citing privacy and security. A Fort Dix spokesperson told TMZ they're not at liberty to disclose internal information about any inmate. Combs' own representative hasn't commented on the alleged fight either, so it's widely reported, but officially unconfirmed. Treat it that way. Then, days later, Bureau of Prisons records showed his projected release date moving from February 23rd, 2028 to January 24th, 2028. A month earlier. And that is the 5th time that date has changed since he was sentenced. And the timeline of those changes is genuinely wild. It started around May 2028. Then it got pushed back to June 4th, 2028, after he allegedly violated prison rules, reportedly something involving homemade prison wine. Then it jumped forward to April 25th, then April 15th, then February 23rd, and now January 24th, 2028. Back, forward, 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 forward. If you were only watching the headlines, it looks completely random. So here's what's really going on, and it's the part nobody's explaining. Those are 2 separate tracks that have nothing to do with each other. Track 1 is discipline. Fights, contraband, rule violations. That's what pushed his date back last year. Track 2 is credit. In November 2025, Combs was accepted into RDAP, the Residential Drug Abuse Program. That's a federal rehabilitation program, and completing it can cut up to a full year off a sentence. His representative said he's an active participant and has taken the process seriously from the start. On top of that, federal inmates can earn time credits for programming and good conduct under existing law. Those credits get calculated and applied administratively on their own schedule, and they don't care what the news cycle is doing. So the fight didn't earn him anything. The credits were always coming. They just happened to post right after the fight made headlines, and everybody drew a line between 2 dots that aren't connected. Worth noting, the Bureau of Prisons gave no official reason for the change, and the date is explicitly subject to shift again based on behavior and other factors. So if the fight does result in discipline, that could still push it back later. Meanwhile, he's not sitting still. Combs filed to appeal his sentence back in December 2025, with his lawyers pushing for the conviction to be reversed or the sentence cut. Prosecutors filed against that appeal in February. He's also been fighting a Netflix series about him, so there are 3 clocks running at once: the appeal, the credits, and his own conduct inside. Bottom line, nobody moved his release up because he won a fight. A rehab program and earned credits moved it. And the date on that website is a projection, not a promise. It's already changed 5 times, and there is nothing stopping it from changing a sixth. And honestly, this is a good lesson in how this stuff gets reported. 2 facts landed in the same week, and the internet welded them into a story that made no sense but felt outrageous enough to share. The boring explanation was sitting right there in a program he enrolled in 8 months earlier. Let me know what you think in the comments, and subscribe, because with an appeal pending, this date is definitely moving again.